In 2024, Jota Sport may have one of the best driver lineups in the history of the modern World Endurance Championship. The British squad's lineup could have Robert Kubica, Jenson Button, and Sebastian Vettel race in the same Porsche Hypercar come next season. So for this video, I will break down this rumor of the mind-blowing lineup that Jota Sport could have. These three drivers are some of the most experienced and skilled racers to hit the track, and if they all raced in one car at the 24 Hours of Le Mans and other big endurance events, wouldn't that be just a dream come true? So how exactly did these rumors start to come to fruition? And what evidence points to these three drivers as potential candidates to get a drive? Well, actually, the talk about this dream team started after the downfall of the LMP2 category in the WEC. As we know, the WEC is axing the LMP2 class after the 2023 season, meaning that Jota's LMP2 car will not be continuing into the full season of the WEC. With their LMP2 entry off the table, Hertz Team Jota is interested in adding on a second customer Porsche 963 for the full season of the 2024 championship. To be clear, Jota is not interested in joining IMSA's GTP class. For the time being, they are sticking to the World Endurance Championship and plan on entering two Porsche 963s in 2024. Jota will likely keep Will Stevens and Yifi Yi in the number 38 entry. However, Antonio Felix da Costa will not return for 2024. Even though the Portuguese driver wants to stay in the Jota Hypercar, Porsche, on the other hand, want him to solely be in the Formula E Championship. But then we go to the thought of who will be piloting the second entry, and that is where that dream lineup rumor comes into play. There are a lot of drivers that Jota could pick for the seat, but these three seem to be at the top of the list for being considered to race in that second car. Let's talk about these drivers. Why is this lineup so exciting, and what is so special about these three racers? Well, there are three things that these drivers have in common. One is talent, the other is experience, and all three of them have been successful in Formula One. First off, there's Robert Kubica. The Polish racer was regarded as a future Formula One world champion and has raced in 7 different seasons of the F1 Championship. He is also a Grand Prix winner by winning the 2008 Canadian Grand Prix with BMW Sauber. If it wasn't for that devastating rally crash that happened in February of 2011, Kubica could have achieved a lot more in Formula One and maybe other motorsports. I want to point out that it's absolutely amazing that he was able to return to motorsport after what happened to him in 2011. A true champion this guy is. Besides F1, Kubica has also experienced racing in the WRC and World Endurance Championship, most recently with WRT in the 2023 season. Robert Kubica has been linked to a Hertz Team Jota drive for the 2024 season for quite some time, and out of these three drivers, he's the most likely to get a drive in 2024. In fact, Robert Kubica himself spoke to Sportscar 365 and confirmed that he indeed has been in contact with Jota Sport about a hypercar drive. There's no secret, I'm in touch with Jota, and it's not a secret that one of the options has been Jota for a long time. Hypercar, I think, is very difficult for privateers. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is a big challenge to go and compete against factories. I think Jota has all the ingredients in place, although I never raced there. The second driver being considered for the Jota drive is Jenson Button. The British racer was crowned Formula One world champion in 2009 when he won with Brawn GP. He has raced in 18 different seasons of Formula One. Talk about experience. He has 15 wins in the series as well. And besides F1, Jenson has also participated in the NASCAR Cup Series, IMSA, and the WEC. He most recently raced in the World Endurance Championship in 2023. As he was a part of the Garage 56 NASCAR race car project in bringing NASCAR back to Le Mans. He has been linked to join Jota Sport in 2024 and race the Porsche 963 in the Hypercar class and the 24 Hours of Le Mans. What's interesting is that if Button joins Jota Sport in 2024, this will not be the first time he drives the Porsche 963, as Jenson Button participated at the Petit Le Mans event in IMSA, driving JDC Miller's Porsche 963. In 2024, Button was considering racing either IMSA's GTP class or the WEC Hypercar class. He has now been confirmed to be the fourth driver for the Acura ARX-06 from Wayne Taylor Racing during the Rolex 24. The only other full-time option for Button would be Proton Competition's Porsche. But why would he sign with the opposition of Acura if he was racing for Proton? That's what gets me to think that if Button is searching for a full-time drive, he's going to go with the WEC and just make an appearance at the Rolex 24 with Acura. Finally, there is the German racer Sebastian Vettel. Out of these three drivers, Vettel is the most successful in Formula One. He has taken the Formula One championship 4 separate times. Vettel is regarded as one of the most successful Formula One drivers in the history of the sport. He has 53 Grand Prix victories and 15 years of F1 experience. While he's never raced in the WEC or endurance racing, Vettel still has a lot of talent and experience. He is also someone that could attract a huge fan base to Hertz Team Jota, so this would be a huge win for the British squad. In his recent years of motorsport, Vettel has also expressed interest in racing at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and this might be his best opportunity to do that. Vettel is heavily rumored to return to racing with none other than Jota Sport in 2024. According to motorsport.com, Sam Hignett, the team principal of Jota Sport, claimed that they are talking with Sebastian about a drive. We are speaking to Seb. There are discussions, but nothing is done. There isn't any kind of contract signed, and he certainly hasn't tested one of our cars. So even though the contract negotiations are in the early stages and he hasn't tested the Porsche 963 yet, the point is these aren't fake rumors. Jota has been talking with Vettel about a Porsche Hypercar seat. So as I've just proven, Kubica, Button, and Vettel all have the talent and experience to go racing, and all three have been linked to this drive. So wouldn't it be amazing if these three incredible racers got a chance to race in the World Endurance Championship with Jota Sport and the famous 24 Hours of Le Mans? While this would be cool to see these three talented racers compete in the same Porsche Hypercar, I want to bring back the fact that this is just a rumor. Nothing is confirmed at this point. And while these three drivers could easily get a drive, it's also easy for them to not. Hertz Team Jota is not just looking at Kubica, Button, and Vettel for the second Porsche 963. They seem to have a list of potential drivers for that car. And on top of that, Jota is set to sign a third driver to the number 38 Porsche, as Antonio Felix da Costa will not be racing in 2024. Quick note on the 38, I think Norman Nato will be the third driver alongside Yifi Yi and Will Stevens. The French racer has already tested Jota's Porsche 963 during the Bahrain rookie test, so it seems like a matter of time till Jota sign him for 2024. Some time ago, Pietro Fittipaldi was considered to be one of the drivers for the second Porsche. However, he will not race Jota's Hypercar at all in 2024, as he has been signed to the Ray Hall IndyCar team to pilot the number 30 car in 2024. I definitely think there's a strong possibility that Kubica, Button, and Vettel get a drive in that Porsche Hypercar for next season. Think about how much attention would be on Hertz Team Jota for 2024 if you had these three incredible racers in the same Porsche Hypercar. And what could they do as well? With the talent and experience they bring, who knows what they could achieve? Maybe they win the 24 Hours of Le Mans overall. What do you think about this rumor? Will Robert Kubica, Jenson Button, and Sebastian Vettel join Jota Sport in driving the Porsche 963 in 2024? Let me know all your thoughts on this down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're interested in endurance racing and you're not subscribed yet, I highly suggest you do so. I make content on WEC and IMSA every single week. And speaking of content, here are some videos you can watch right now. So thanks for watching, I'll see you all in the next video.